let us master the strategies to beat the competition. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we have taken up a very important question based on radical equations. It is indeed a difficult question for SAT test. So in our series for preparation, we'll discuss how do we solve a radical equation and check for extraneous roots. Find solution of the given equation, which is square root 2x plus 6 minus 1 equals to x minus 2. We are given 4 choices. You can always pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. In case you want to learn from me, you can send an email on the email address given here. All our students are doing extremely well. Some of them are right there on top of their class getting awards like Akshat.
After attending university. The winner of this year's Certificate of Achievement Schulich Leader Award is Extraneous.
Great. Our student Akshat gets highest marks and the most prestigious Schulich Leader Award. You can be there. Join our summer classes and get ready for bright future. Now, let us see what should be the strategy to solve an radical equation like this, which is square root of 2x plus 6 minus 1 equals to x minus 2. So first thing is you have to take all the numbers on one side, radical on the other side. So we get square root of 2x plus 6 equals to x minus 2 plus 1, and that gives you square root of 2x plus 6 equals to x minus 1. So when you get this equation where radical is on one side and the other expression is without radical, in that case you can square both sides and get rid of the radical. So at this stage we square both sides, correct? So once you square both sides, what do you get? Well, you get 2x plus 6 here and square of x minus 1. Now you can expand, simplify, factor, get the answer and match with these choices given to you. Perfect. So you can do that exercise, find what the answer is, and you can now solve this question. It takes about 2 minutes. Perfect. Well, normal time is just about a minute. We should also see how can we solve this question within a minute, right? So our strategy will be at the end to understand how do we find correct solution and a solution within a minute. Perfect. So anyway, let's go with standard solution now. So expanding means what? Expanding means 2x plus 6 and we have x squared minus 2x plus 1. Bringing all the terms to one side, make this 0, and we get here x squared minus 2x. This 2x also goes to the right side, minus 6 and plus 1, and that gives you the equation as 0 equals to x squared minus 4x minus 5. So you have a quadratic equation. Perfect. You can definitely square this, x squared minus 4x minus 5. So we have this equation x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. To factor, we look for product and sum, right? So we need two numbers whose product should be minus 5 and sum of these two numbers should be minus 4. Well, clearly the numbers are what? Minus 5 plus 1, correct? So I can factor this very easily, writing this as x minus 5 times x plus 1 equals to 0. Well, that gives us two solutions. First factor gives us solution of x equals to 5. the other one as x equals to minus 1. And we do have a matching solution, which is C. And once you do that, you think you got the right solution. But the question is it the right solution? Well, unfortunately, it is not. So what we derived is at a wrong solution. Can you tell me what is the mistake at this stage? Well, some of you will think, well, we got solution at least, so we can check back and see for the extraneous roots. You're right. So you have a solution now. Now it's a good idea to check for extraneous roots. Perfect. So that's what you're going to do. So you have solution minus 1 and 5. And so you're going to substitute the values here. So first you put minus 1 there. So if you put 2 times minus 1 plus 6 minus 1, what do you get? You get minus 2 plus 6 minus 1, and that is square root of 4 minus 1, and that gives you 2 minus 1, which is 1, right? So that is your left hand side. On the other hand, the right hand side, if I substitute minus 1, I get minus 1 minus 2, which is equals to minus 3. So clearly, this does not match. This does not match, and therefore, that is the wrong solution. You get the idea. So, as we thought, it is a wrong solution. Now, if you do the check with x equals to 5, what do you get? You get 2 times 5 plus 6 minus 1, which is square root of 2 times 5 plus 6. I wrote it incorrectly. Okay. That is 16 minus 1, and that gives you 4 minus 1 as 3 as your answer, right? So on the right hand side, we do have 5 minus 2, which is also 3. So that seems to be correct. So we come to a conclusion that B is the right answer. But you see, in this type of a solution, one, we wasted a lot of time. Second, we nearly gave a wrong answer. We did. Well, if you checked it, then you give the correct answer. Now the thing is, what should be our strategy? This is what we have to learn. So remember one thing, while solving radical equations, when you do square both sides, so at this stage, you incorporate error. And therefore, you might have extraneous roots. And therefore, you need to check solution. Make sense? But what you could do, even before you start your work, you can work very smartly. And that is what we are going to discuss. And that is check domain. That means what could be the solution? Right? So let us see how do we check domain, right? So we are given this equation, square root of 2x plus 6. As you can clearly see, within the radical, 2x plus 6 should always be greater than equal to 0, right? So that means 2x is greater than equal to minus 6 and x is greater than equal to minus 6 by 2, which is minus 3. So in our domain, we do have a possibility of solutions being greater than minus 3. So that really did not help us much, but sometimes it does, since both the solutions are above or greater than minus 3 in this particular case, correct? So that is one thing to begin with, start with the domain, right? That is first thing. So sometimes that eliminates many possibilities of error. Second is, since we are checking the solutions at the end, why not start with checking the solution, right? So when you begin, you should start with checking solution. So in that case, you could provide the solution in just less than a minute, right? So you're given the value, plug it in and check, right? So put x equals to -1, check. So it doesn't work. Put x equals to 5 and check. It works. And therefore, the solution is B. You get the idea. So sometimes this strategy, which is by checking the solution, is very important, especially if you are working with radical functions. Since radical equations have extraneous roots, you get the idea. So if we would have just checked the solutions provided to us, we could have got the solution in much faster. Perfect. So I hope this strategy, which you learned just now, will help you find correct solution in much lesser time. Perfect. Anyway, we did do the complete solution also, which is taking squares on both the sides to avoid the radical and then factoring. And once you factor, you get your solutions and then check for extraneous roots. Perfect. But I hope you understand the key, and that is you should start with checking solutions directly, right? So check one by one and then see what is the right value. Perfect. In this particular case, that should have been the best strategy. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comments and suggestions. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that would be great. And in case you want to learn from us, you can always send an email on the address given. Thanks for your time and all the best.